Hi, it's Nonhlanhla here. Today it is the 29th of September, 2024, and I am in my room. My mom and I went to the dress lady for the matric dance, and we just came back like a few minutes ago.
Nonhlanhla tries on her new dress. It's dusty pink, floor length with a train. Then there's this intricate beadwork and a bejeweled flower on the right shoulder. In a couple of weeks, she'll wear this dress to her matric dance. Matric dance is a lot like prom, and it's a really big deal in South Africa. People go all out.
Okay, let me just wear the heels to complete the look. And yeah, just hope I don't fall.
She walks out into the living room. Her family are on the couch watching a rugby match on TV. She calls for their attention, then twirls around.
Ta-da!
Wow!
Mm-hmm. Yes, girl.
You look good.
Nonhlanhla's brother and dad barely pull their eyes from the screen, but her mom and sister take it all in.
Any opinions?
You look good, you look nice.
You look gorgeous.
You
Fire.
are beautiful.
Let's have.
Anyone who knows Nonhlanhla knows she's not one to wear dresses. In fact, she's a bit of a tomboy. So right now, her mom and sister can't get enough of this girly outfit.
You look stunning.
Before the dress gets dirty, let me just take it off and prepare for bed. Yeah. Okay.
The dance will be the highlight of Nonhlanhla's year. But there's so much that still needs to fall into place before she can celebrate. In South Africa, matric is the final year of high school. It's tough and stressful and full of uncertainties.
I have so many things to talk about. I'll just come back and press record and start talking. So, good night.
Hi, I'm Lesedi Mokgwatle. This is Radio Workshop. You might remember Nonhlanhla from a previous episode. She's the 18-year-old spelling bee champion from Ezinambeni in Emalahleni, South Africa. In that episode, she kept a dictionary by her side and called it her secret weapon. She used it to find the right words to describe her feelings as she navigated high school. It made her feel, well, more in control.
It's just that I have to take things one at a time and have patience. Tenacity. Tenacity. Tenacity.
But now she has one thing on her mind: passing matric and applying to university. She knows she's going to need that tenacity to get through it all. According to Youth Capital, a South African advocacy organization, only 4 out of 100 kids who enroll in primary school will graduate with a university degree. During apartheid, most universities in South Africa catered to white students only. Keep in mind, then, white people only made up about 13% of the population. And in the 30-plus years since the end of apartheid, universities in South Africa haven't grown enough to meet the demand. So the question is, will Nonhlanhla's high marks and hard work be enough?
I'm at my desk doing last-minute revision for tomorrow's paper. I'll be writing my last preliminary exam. I'm happy that it's almost over, but also I'm scared.
It's early September. The matric dance is just under a month away. But now it's preliminary exam time. They're not the final exams, but they're still really important. Good prelim results help you get a place at a university. Nonhlanhla's been studying non-stop for months.
My worry now is that, am I doing enough to actually be counted with the best?
She has a better chance than most. She's a high achiever, goes to a pretty good school, and gets excellent grades. Plus, her teachers love her, and her peers admire her. She was even elected school president.
Like now, one thing that keeps on coming up in my mind, like, is that going to be enough to get me in any university in South Africa? I know the distinctions are there, but is it good enough for them?
We spoke to Clotilde Angelucci, a strategist at Youth Capital. She said it can be really difficult for students to wrap their heads around the whole concept of going to university, especially when no one in their family has ever applied before.
They also feel the pressure of having to be the first people in their family to change the narrative and get out of poverty. The opportunities are really far and few, and the number of young people are looking for opportunities. They're trying to get busy and go to university are so many. The competition is really high.
Nonhlanhla worries about this all the time. She doesn't want to be a statistic.
You fear that if you don't go to your university, you're going to be stuck there for the rest of your life. Most girls, where I come from, like most of them are like teen moms, some of them dropped out. So them seeing me like in matric and none of those things happened to me, they're like, we are proud of you, just keep going, we are right behind you. Mama, can we talk?
When there's a lot weighing on her shoulders, Nonhlanhla turns to her mom.
I mean, it has been 13 years at school, and you supported me throughout doing the spelling bee. What a long journey. My first salary, I'm definitely going to give it to you guys so you can do something very nice.
Oh, thank you, my baby girl. Don't put your pressure. You are not owing me anything. Just go to school. You must respect elders. And don't forget to pray, my baby. I'm proud of you, my girl.
Yeah, it broke my heart a little when she said, you owe me nothing. I just feel like there's so much that I can give back to my mother and say thank you, because she's been supportive. It made me want to do more.
Everything Nonhlanhla's doing is a first for her family. She's her parents' first child, and now she'll be the first in her household to graduate high school. Her mom is a hairdresser and sells ice pops to kids in their neighborhood. Her dad is a security guard. They're not in a position to pay for her to go to university. They work hard, but tuition is way above what they can afford. And she has 2 younger siblings that still need to get through school. Nonhlanhla got a scholarship to attend high school. She'll need the same to get to university.
I don't know why education in South Africa is expensive. Like, we're just learning. We can't keep on paying millions and millions for school.
Nonhlanhla will have to fork out 60,000 Rand for the first year of university tuition. That's about $3,000. To put that into perspective, most households in South Africa only bring in about $5,000 a year. So for the majority of South Africans, it's almost impossible to attend university without some kind of financial aid. Nonhlanhla is applying to the National Student Financial Aid Scheme. The grant would cover tuition, food, accommodation, books, and also chip in a bit for travel. Luckily, her financial aid application goes through without a hitch. She's approved and they agree to pay for her first year at university. Another box checked. But the rest of the list is going to have to wait, since her matric dance is only a week away.
I was so shocked that people actually making their matric dance dresses from scratch, which is like mad expensive. 18K for just a dress. Ooh. But it only comes once, and everyone is just so excited about the day.
The whole matric dance experience can cost so much that some people call it your first wedding. The tickets are expensive, and then there's the outfit. Remember Nonhlanhla's pink beaded dress? And then don't forget the shoes, the hair, the makeup. Fortunately, Nonhlanhla's parents don't need to worry about all this. Her aunt Busi is covering the costs. She is a businesswoman who owns a restaurant, and Nonhlanhla's date arranged the car. At last, the big day is here, and Nonhlanhla's the star of the show. She's too busy to even record, so our reporter, Marianne Nobele, is there to capture the scene. The dance is at her school. Marianne and Nonhlanhla's mom rush ahead to find a good spot where they'll be able to see Nonhlanhla walk down the red carpet. There's a crowd of people in the audience, and Marianne bumps into some of Nonhlanhla's friends.
What are you guys doing here?
We're here for a friend. Yeah, the president.
The president.
I want the president.
Oh, you guys are here for Nonhlanhla too?
Yeah.
Hi guys! Okay,
Yeah.
I'll see you guys often. She's here.
The president and her date arrive in a 4-car convoy. She is glowing, and her friends are totally freaking out. Nonhlanhla and her date are the last to walk down the carpet. The theme of the dance is black and gold. From the balloons that welcome them to the black tablecloths and sparkling gold chairs, the school has made a real effort to make the venue super fancy and special for the students.
And my body was in the venue celebrating with everyone, but my mind, I couldn't stop thinking about finals, 11 days before finals, 11 days before finals. It kept on going back and forth in my mind as if it was like a tune.
A few days after the dance, Nonhlanhla packs away the dress and puts the shoes back in their box. The time for fun is over. Now it's back to the books. Her school holds a week-long camp every year to help students prep for their final exams.
Hi. So today it is the 12th of October, 2024. I am at school camp. We just woke up.
Each day starts with a prayer at 4 a.m.
Oh, aren't you guys tired, ma? Aren't you guys tired?
Then everyone gets dressed and heads off to breakfast. Classes are from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and no access to cell phones, just studying, and some life lessons.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're gonna need to be disciplined. And the thing about discipline, I call it self-discipline.
I'm so happy that it's happening. And also this is it's more of a reminder that finals are a week away.
Yeah.
Literally adulthood, adulthood is knocking by the door.
Nonhlanhla's at camp with her best friend, Bonolo. They're both top of their class and they just get each other. Nonhlanhla says they share a special sister-like bond, and this isn't the first time Nonhlanhla's interviewed her bestie.
The last time I had that big microphone in front of you, you used this metaphor a metaphor about birds leaving a nest. How do you feel about that now?
I have to start fending for myself, fighting for myself, and standing my ground on my own with no one to help. Most of the fears I have right now are relating to my future. These things of like, what if I don't find a partner? I really don't care. All I want is a degree. That's all I want.
Like a permanent job.
A permanent job, a degree, a relationship with God, and that's it.
Amen.
There's nothing more I could ask for. I do hope to have a friend group or a friend, not just like you, but resembles you, sort of, because you are irreplaceable. Wouldn't change you for anyone.
On the last day of camp, the students take a pledge. Every matric student across the country has to take it. It's the last step before they write their final exams. Nonhlanhla invited her parents to attend, but they couldn't get out of work. Her school is 2 hours away from home. The ceremony starts with a lot of prayer, and then
I, Elizabeth Nomasondosana, hereby solemnly pledge.
Nonhlanhla Mashabana, hereby solemnly pledge.
Nonhlanhla stands alone at the very back of the hall. She holds her microphone close to her chest.
To do my best in the forthcoming examinations so that I can achieve the personal and academic goals I have set for myself.
But in the middle of the ceremony, Nonhlanhla runs out of the room.
I couldn't stay in the room any longer. I'm not crying because I'm scared. I just wish my mom was here to actually witness everything. I'm so happy I made it this far. And just wish everyone was here to witness everything.
Nonhlanhla wrote her final exams in October and November. Christmas has come and gone, so is New Year's. The holiday vibe has faded, and now she's anxiously waiting to get her results. Here's how it works. On results day, you can get your marks online, but Nonhlanhla wants to go about it the old-fashioned way. Read them in the newspaper.
I don't want to just lay down in my room and wait for the message to pop out and then we celebrate. No, I want the paper. I want us to wait there in the AMs.
Why the AMs? Because the newspaper should arrive at midnight, and the only place that sells them at that time is the petrol station. It's a well-known South African tradition. I remember it from when I was a matriculant. You pick up the local newspaper, you page through it to find the results, run your finger down that list until you find your number. Then you can breathe or scream or whatever the moment calls for.
A lot of people are outside. We're waiting for the paper, man. I don't know. I'm breathing so loudly because we were running, me and my mom and my cousin Kamu. There's so many people here. I hope I meet people that I know. Like, wow, this is exactly how I imagined my night. Like, seriously.
But the paper doesn't arrive at midnight.
What?
It comes 6 hours later, and she pages through it to see her results.
We've been waiting for this paper for 6 hours now. And I'm so happy we got the paper. I'm super excited. I'm happy. Seriously. Happy.
She got a bachelor's pass. That's what she wanted, what she needed. It's official. She qualifies for university.
Let me go home, okay? I am going to run.
Yeah, don't walk. I'm
Run, girl.
Happy birthday, dear Nonhlanhla. Happy birthday to me. Hi. So today it is the 20th of January, 2025. It is my birthday.
Nonhlanhla turns 18 just 6 days after the results come out. But it's a weird birthday. She thought she'd have more to celebrate. As of now, none of the universities she's applied for have accepted her.
I received an email from Stellenbosch University. It was written in bold, waiting list. And then at Johannesburg, I was provisionally selected. And also Northwest University, they just sent me an email, application unsuccessful.
This is where things get tricky. Nonhlanhla is one of over 330,000 matrics who received a bachelor's pass, but there are just over 200,000 places available. So just because she did well doesn't mean she'll automatically get in. About 40% of students who qualify for university won't be able to go. So where does that leave the 40%? Why does it have to be so difficult?
Because of the systemic challenges that we have in South Africa, like a whole generation of young people is growing up thinking that these systemic challenges are actually personal faults.
That's Clotilde from Youth Capital.
But it's not true, because if you look at the number of young people that suffer from the same experiences, this is definitely systemic. We need to find ways for young people to move forward. And if a young person doesn't go to university, they probably feel like they're stuck, because what are the options?
I mean, a week after getting results, I thought everything was going to be smooth sailing. Maybe by now I'd be doing a campus tour, or maybe I'd be packing. But because I haven't received any feedback, so I am just, hoping for the best. I don't even have the words to explain what I'm feeling right now, but in all honesty, I might be like a little bit disappointed in myself. It's all new to me. Like, I'm not even getting used to this feeling of rejection.
The rejection letters have been piling up for weeks, and university orientation starts in 7 days. And just as Nonhlanhla is starting to consider internships, jobs, just about anything that will keep her busy, she gets a text message. It's from the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, CPUT for short.
Dear applicant, you have been accepted for diploma in journalism. I just stood up. I started screaming. I don't know how loud I was, but my mom was taking a bath. She even came out of the bathroom, and we were screaming. I was so happy.
Let's just say that journalism wasn't her first choice. It wasn't even her second or third choice. It was so low down on that list, she forgot she even applied for it. But at this point, she's just excited she gets to go somewhere.
I am so happy. I have to leave on Sunday or Monday, the earliest.
And so Nonhlanhla's got less than a week to finish up her registration, pack her things, and find her way to Cape Town. It's a pretty insane time frame.
In less than 48 hours, I'll be making my way to Cape Town. It's so exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait. But also at the same time, I don't know if I'm ready to leave this house.
It's a 2-hour drive from her home to the Joburg airport. The goodbyes are hard. Nonhlanhla and her mom hug for what feels like forever. Nonhlanhla says she's worried her tears will flood the airport. But her mom holds her tight and reminds her, do not focus on boys. When Nonhlanhla lands in Cape Town, her mom calls her 5 times in the first few hours, but it's go time. Just like that, the next adventure begins.
I don't even have a word for what I'm feeling now, but I would most definitely visit my dictionary, and yeah, I know it always has the answers.
Cape Town. Cape Town is very far, man. Very far. Yeah, and how do you say Cape Town without smiling?
This story was produced by Radio Workshop. Naomi Gruen produced this story with support from Sam Brown. This episode was edited by me, Lesedi Mogwatle, with assistance from Sarah Kate Kramer. It was reported by Nonhlanhla Mashabana, a youth reporter at Emalahlenyi FM, one of the many community radio stations we support. Nonhlanhla was taught how to record audio diaries by our lead reporter, Marianne Nobele. If you haven't heard it, check out Marianne's award-winning series, I Will Not Grow Old Here, in our podcast feed. Original music by Kamani Sambu at Edible Audio in Cape Town. Sound engineering by Naomi Gruen, Joe Jackson, and Mike Rayfelt. Joe Jackson is our managing producer. Mike Rayfelt is our executive producer. Vuyo Letseke is our executive director. This episode and the work of Radio Workshop would not be possible without the support of Luminate, the Constitutionalism Fund, the Shin Creek Trust, the Levy Charitable Trust, the SCP Foundation, Ford Foundation, and Pam and Bill Michaelcheck. Special thanks to Rob Byers, Clotilde Angelucci at Youth Capital in Cape Town, and to Hindenburg for supporting our projects across Africa with audio editing software. If you liked this story, leave a comment or share it with that friend of yours who only listens to chatcasts, but you know they really love some Radio Workshop in their life. And we can only do this work because of your generous support. You can set up a monthly donation at radioworkshop.org.